Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Finn Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what I'm gonna ask. You know what I'm gonna say. Go ahead and do me a favor and hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button on your way in and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go ahead and say good morning. I will go ahead and say good morning back. But welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've got a fun show for you today. We're going to be reacting to some of the mainstream media, some of their points. I've been just going over a bunch of different takes that I'm hearing from the media, because the media always switches it up on us. So we're going to be discussing that. That should be a lot of fun. Obviously, we're going to be doing a Q&A session, guys. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to go ahead and put um, Miss Fins, and then I will go ahead and take a look at it and answer your questions. I'm going to rack them all up for that session. So if you want to, just put, I'd say Miss Fins question or Miss Fins Q, and then give me your question. And that way I can go ahead and do that. But guys, you already know what to do. Good morning and welcome back. Oh man, we've had just nothing but fun. We're gonna continue to have fun. As always, guys, public service announcement. Let's go ahead and keep it clean, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep it clean. Always think maybe as kids, be respectful for everybody. Let everybody, have an opportunity to voice their opinion. If you disagree with someone's opinion, by all means, please debate. But let's remember that you're debating the opinion and not the person. So let's be kind to each other. Always remember, too, that kids literally do watch this show. And I think if you watch this show consistently, you've seen plenty of them come up here or even talk and things like that. So let's go ahead and do that. As always, you can find Miss Fans Monday to Friday, every Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern, guys. Because hey, we get to discuss, our lovely Miami Dolphins. We get to discuss the league. We get to discuss the AFC. We get to discuss a bunch of different things. So, guys, continue to support, continue to come through Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. Okay. And congratulations to all of us. Brr, 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 brr. We have accomplished our 1,000 subscriber goal. My gosh, it's been so amazing. So blessed. I can't even put words on it of how blessed um we are. You know what I mean? Like this is so amazing, and it couldn't have happened with you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. And as always, guys, now we finally got the super stickers, super chat, super thanks for when you're watching the replay of the show. Um, but yes, all of your donations, all of your support financially, because listen, it's tough out here. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You do not have to donate. But for those of you who have the availability to do it, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So now, finally, the wait is over. So thank you guys for all your donations for that. I appreciate it. If you want to stay old school and you want to do it, we still got Cash App, we still got Venmo, we still got PayPal. So you still have those, and everything is Misfins, MISSPHINS, or like Cash App, $ MISSPHINS. And as always, like I like to say, ladies and gentlemen, we win together, we lose together. Dolphins for life. See what I mean? So, not close to this last night. Oops. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, very, very happy. Very, very, very excited. And you know what? I think it's about time. I'm glad that we get to continue to talk about our Dolphins. So, ladies and gentlemen, I got a couple points here that like I said, I've been collecting. So we can discuss this together as a team. But before I get to it, I want to go ahead and, oof, I got a few. I didn't realize how much I was writing. But let's go ahead and say hello to everybody. How you guys doing? Good morning. We got JC Texas are in the building first up. Thank you, sir. Good morning, y'all. Fins up. Absolutely, sir. Good morning. Shout out to you, sir. My little caricature. Thank you very much. Sheriff Jew in the building. Good morning, Lady Dolphin, Miss Fins, and everybody. How y'all doing? Check your posts and fins up. Let's do it. Let's get her done. Hit the like button on your way in, please. Fins up. Absolutely. Jeremiah, welcome, welcome. Good Thursday morning, Miss Fins. Let's smash the like button on the way in, Fins up, and let's go, Dolphins. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for coming through. Thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Last night, Color and I, we had our pick'ems. That was a lot of fun. So if you want to catch League Wide Wednesdays, last night we give you all of the pick'ems. All I'm saying is, I'm not that good, but so far I've gone 11 and 5, 10 and 6, 10 and 6, 11 and 5, 12 and 2, and 11 and 4. So, I mean, I'm not trying to say that I'm good. There's still room for improvement, but go check out my pick'ems, cause hey, I'm seeing something. Yeah. Mm, much appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Is this? Good morning, Edward. Welcome. Good morning, buddy. Good morning, Steve. Welcome, welcome. Good day. Yes, yes. Good day, guys. Thank you for coming through. You guys are the best. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we we have this love-hate relationship with mainstream media. You know what I mean? Oh, by 1 point, that's insane. Oh, they're winning already. Texas lead series 2-1. Okay, good. No, I'm just catching up on other sports stuff. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, let's get back to football. So, ladies and gentlemen, oh, good morning, Greg. How you doing? Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Joe. Welcome, welcome. I was freestyling to the intro song. I wish I had recorded it. Oh man, that's funny. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. Much appreciated. So it goes to starting messing and pickups. Is your name? If your name was to your trade would. Uh, I'm not sure, Scotty. Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyways, let's continue. So the Miami Dolphins, guys. We always get coverage. You know what I mean? We always get the good, we get the bad, we get the ugly. It's if we're doing good, it's great. If we're not, and something happens, we have a little hiccup. Meow, psh, you know what I mean? Special with mainstream media, like they just love to do that. But you know what? Now they finally have something to talk about the Dolphins. So I just picked up a couple of points from different personality, and then kind of want to get you guys' opinion, and I'm gonna give you my opinion of what they say. Good morning, Shake Money. Welcome. Good morning, my neighbors. It's another beautiful day in Zamunda. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, uh, let's go ahead and get started with this. And let me. I'm gonna discuss something else. So I am going to be discussing the Ramsey coming back situation because that is huge. And it happened live while we were live yesterday, but I wasn't that enthusiastic for a couple of reasons. But I'm going to explain to you guys that later on in the show. For now, this is what mainstream media is talking about. Um, and I was listening to Rich Eisen, and he was saying that right now through 6 games, the Miami Dolphins have almost 5,000 yards in offense. They're the most explosive offense so far this year. Um, right now, obviously, taking a look at where the Miami Dolphins are at based on their next couple of games, the Dolphins have the potential of getting that divisional championship, winning the division, and also racking up the top AFC position. And definitely that Kansas City game will be crucial for that goal. The Dolphins beating Kansas City in Germany would really propel them into getting to that top AFC position. And guess what that means? That means, ladies and gentlemen, that if we end up being number one in the AFC, we have our first week of the playoffs that we don't have to play. Instead of starting at wild card weekend, we will start at the divisional weekend. And that would be so amazing. Ah, Lord, thank God. Thank God. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. That would be amazing. That would be. I mean, making the league have to come to Miami in January, February. Oh my God, that would be so insane for us. So he's just pointing that out. Another thing that he was pointing out that he said that it was more kind of incognito, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that yes, Jalen Ramsey is coming back. We got the trade deadline happening in or on Halloween Day at 4 p.m. as we know this. And right now we had one of our biggest acquisitions, which was Jalen Ramsey. He has officially come into the building to practice. And what this could mean for the Miami Dolphins. Good morning, Abs. Welcome, welcome. Essentially, the Miami Dolphins are getting possibly, obviously, depending on health, a their main guy in defense they've been waiting for prior to the trade deadline, and on top of that too, having him to lock down half of the field is going to be crucial, especially when you're trying to lock up and play against these top seeded teams, aka Philly, aka uh, Kansas City. If he comes back for Kansas City, obviously it would be too much to ask for him to come back this weekend. I don't think he will, but and neither does Rich Eisen. But he said, versus Kansas City, versus coming back after the bye, versus that Jets defense or Jets offense, Raiders offense, Tennessee, who right now is struggling. Having Ramsey right now could really solidify the Dolphins into getting that top seed in the NFC, AFC. But right now, the mainstream media really isn't talking about it. And you know what? I was thinking, I'm like, we're excited. Obviously, we're paying attention to it as fans, right? But when Rich Eisen was saying that, I was like, oh man, you're kind of right. You would hear like maybe like a little insert of, oh yeah, they're getting Ramsey, or Ramsey starting his 21 days off IR. We'll see what happens essentially. But he's pretty much making it a point that the league is not paying attention to Miami right now and this Ramsey situation. And you know what? I like it that way, ladies and gentlemen, because if they're not paying attention, that means that they're not gonna be focusing on what it is that we're doing. Having him enter the lineup, allowing Vic Fangio to have such a weapon like that, it's gonna help out so much, ladies and gentlemen. And then right now, depending on how X ends up being, because X, him and his groins, he's always got something going on. So we don't really know for sure. But having Ramsey back, that alone would really not now. That would really solidify the Dolphins and the Dolphins defense. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm liking what I Rich is saying because at this point he's not wrong, and I like that we're being I don't say neglected, but at least not talked about as much when it comes to that because this means that the Miami Dolphins are sneaking, under the radar when it comes to Ramsey, and I'll take it that way all day long. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Miss Finch, just imagine that the road to Super Bowl 58 going right through Miami Dolphin Stadium. I can't. I mean, I can. And oh my God, I just can you imagine divisional game we win, conference game. Can you imagine hosting the AFC conference? Holy smoke! I just that right there. It's like that would be so amazing, guys. Us hosting the AFC championship, man. My God, that would mean that the Dolphins are legitimate. And it would also be the first time that Kansas City isn't hosting it in the last 7 years. Ooh, ooh. Guys, do me a quick favor though, while we continue to have this great conversation and very interactive as always. We love to go ahead and see what you guys are doing, and we kind of go back and forth. But I started out with Rich Eisen. I got some more going, but before we continue, I need you guys to do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button for me, guys. Hit that like button. Let everybody else know that we are live. Yes, that YouTube algorithm thingy is real. And I need your help to go ahead and let everyone else know because not everybody gets the notification. So please go ahead and hit that like button. Let's get 10 more likes, guys, real quick. Michelle, good morning. How you doing? Epps, I see you, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, man. Much appreciated. Morning, everyone. Fins up. Sorry I missed show last night. I needed sleep after the late night baseball games. No worries, Michelle, but you could always catch the replay. You know what? I'm starting to think, ma'am, that you're just taking my moves, especially in the Pick'ems challenge, because we're a little too close for comfort. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah, I said it. I said it. Yeah, that would be crazy. But let's move on. So that was very interesting, and his general point was the trade deadline is coming up. You know that we have to go ahead and move some players if we want Ramsey to be on the 53-man roster, obviously. And to Scotty's points, we do have three players right now: Cedric Wilson, we have Nick Needham, and we have Ramsey. Three people that would need spots, so that means three players would have to be released or traded to make room for those three individuals right now. But I understand where he's coming from. Having Ramsey here, oh, and then media not even paying attention. The media might actually, I mean, if you take a look at it, the media might actually, they're gonna get they're gonna get shocked. That's for sure. They're gonna get shocked. But guys, okay, let's keep hitting that like button. We need 10 more likes. Good morning. Good morning, Green Rat. Welcome, welcome. Man said chill. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you very much. Now, back to our sesh. Amazing reaction to Miami. So that's Rich Eisen. Then I was listening to Cowherd and to Long. Now it was mostly Howie Long that was talking. Cowherd was just adding a couple things. And Howie Long, he kind of pretty much said, with this kind of made me laugh. There's two speeds right now in the league. There's Tyreek and then the rest of the league. I had chuckle with that one because I mean it's true though. There's literally Tyreek Hill and like the rest of the league. Like there's just no in between there. You know what I mean? But he did make one point that I was like, you know what, this kind of makes sense, and I can see why he would say it. Right now, with Tyree making his backflips and doing all these things at celebrations, touchdown celebrations, he's gonna have to watch out because the worst thing that could happen is him doing one of them celebrations, and then he gets injured. Twists an ankle or something else happen. That would be the worst, and he's so valuable to this team that you don't want to see him get injured on a non-contact play, if you will, aka a touchdown celebration. And you know what? I have to agree with him with that one. You want to protect yourself, obviously. You want to make sure that your players are protecting themselves too. And, if you don't have to take the unnecessary risk, maybe let's not do backflips while holding a phone while, I don't know, baking a cake at the same time in this case. You know what I mean? But yeah, that would be pretty bad. You know, Tyreek getting injured during one of those plays because we're gonna need him. Period. No matter what. No matter what, we're gonna need him. Period. But Miss Smith, imagine Tyreek doing a backflip using your cell phone. Not gonna lie, I don't know if I like that. You know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, because I rather like and need my cell phone. So, but he could definitely take a picture with me on my cell phone. That'll take. You know what I mean? Since Tyreek is an athlete, if he stops, he will get soft. No, I'm not saying get soft, but I understand his concern. We need Tyreek. Why put yourself in a position that you might get injured? You know what I mean? And that's not a bad take. I actually understand where he's coming from, especially with the value that we have with Tyreek. You know. Another thing he said was how interesting it is with McDaniel as a head coach because you have opposing types of coaches like Dan Campbell, who's emotional, rough, go through a brick wall with you kind of can, which I love. He was our interim head coach. I was so mad when we didn't give him the chance to be the head coach, man. So I'm glad he's doing what he's doing over there with the Lions, building that team because man, they're 5-1 just like we are. So I'm very happy for them, and I called it. I called it. I called it 2 years ago. I said, watch out for the Jags, watch out for the Lions. They're building something, and it looks like that something is going to last, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah. Oh, Manson makes another great point. Max Crosby said he didn't want to get drafted by the Dolphins. Good luck in Vegas. Hey, you know what? We're not for everybody. Not everybody. It's funny. Not everybody can handle Vegas. That's the same. Not everybody can handle Miami. We might not be Las Vegas, but we got our own thing. Yeah, we got our own thing. So not everybody can handle that either. Now, ladies and gentlemen. And then he said that about the different types of coaches with like Dan Campbell. Then you have a coach like McDaniel, and it's like, can you imagine like seeing this guy walking into a room, being the smartest guy in the room, and you know what? I understand semi what he's trying to say. Essentially, it's just two very different types of head coaches, both having great success right now with their teams. And the way that McDaniel is dealing with the Dolphins, hey, I mean, it seems like it's working. And right now, whether people like it or not, it may seem unconventional sometimes, but it looks like it's working. And you know what? I want it to continue to work. Get this man a 10, 15-year contract. Let's build for long. You know what I mean? Let's build it. And I think that's what we're all, waiting for. I'm telling you. Let's see here. Now, Colin Cowherd said Miami is the funnest team to watch with their celebrations, with the way that this office is ran, the scheme, the all the pre-snap, all the things that we do. It makes it one of the funnest teams to watch this season. And man, Daniel seems like a fun coach. And I was like, yeah. And it's working for the team right now. You know what I mean? And like I told you guys, one thing that I want to make sure is that when things get down, when things get rough, is McDaniel gonna have the ability to hold the players accountable? That's my one concern. Having being too buddy buddy or being too playful or too, I won't say nice, but that type, maybe too player focused. Are you gonna be able to hold them accountable? Will they respect you with that? And I think that's where I'm hoping that we don't get to that point because you want him to still be effective as a coach. Good morning, Aquavision. Welcome, welcome. Todd, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Todd says he did not want to be drafted by Flores Virginia. You said during the interviews they were very rude and acted like they didn't like him anyways. Oh, well, I guess. Me too. It's funny how I play. Actually, wouldn't want to come here and play for you. You had to like to play for McDaniel. I mean, it's two different types of coaching. Again, we literally just mentioned that. Um, Now let's see here. Yeah, but one thing that you do need to, and now this is for me, it's great to be that fun coach, but you got to be able to hold your players accountable. These are grown men with their own lives. Will you be able to hold them accountable? We got to see when they have that turmoil. So we got to see and see if things go bad. Can he keep it together? But I did like that at least Colin is acknowledging the McDaniel and his type of coaching and things like that. Good morning, Sahar. Welcome. Morning, Miss Phins. Phins up. Um, let's see here. Now, as far as the rest is concerned, there were some other people that I was listening to. I couldn't get their names, but I did get what they had to say. So one of them, Kimberly, I don't know, I'm not sure who she is. Miami has to legitimize their records and wins by beating the Eagles. And you know what? A lot of people are saying this. A lot of people are saying you have to play your schedule. Obviously, Miami hasn't had to, and I'll get to who said that as well. But one way Miami can legitimize what they're doing right now, which is ridiculous to me because you could only play who you have in front of you, is by beating the Eagles. They view the Eagles as a barometer for the Dolphins to show that they are a legitimate team. But you know what? If that's what the media thinks, I guess that's what the media's going to say. They are a winning team. Obviously, we already know this. And right now, it's going to be very interesting to see. Honestly, it's going to be very interesting to see. after the game, whether we beat the Eagles or not, what mainstream media is going to say. I have an idea. They're probably going to, say, oh, well, I mean, Miami's good, but they can't beat the good teams. That's typically what they say, which is phenomenal. But are they wrong? Remember, we're reacting to mainstream media reaction to Miami. This is what they're saying. What do we think based on what they're saying right now? Now, another person said Tua has figured out when to get rid of the ball and when to live for the next down. That stood out to me because that's one of the things that I've said that Tua has had to grow as a quarterback. That is the skills that quarterbacks have, how to throw away the ball, knowing when to throw away the ball, knowing when to protect themselves. Yeah, this is something I agree. Tua has figured that out, in my opinion, and he continued the way that he's able to go ahead and what do you call it? Continue to go ahead and um, grow in that particular aspect of his game, which is going to help him when he goes and plays with teams that have lines like the teams that do. Look, the Eagles right now have the number one O line, arguably top five defensive line, if not top three. So right now, Tua has a major challenge that he will be facing when he plays versus the Eagles, especially with our O line versus their D line. But how is that going to look? Well, to us, him and his ability to be able to get rid of the ball when he needs to live for another down. That is going to help Tua to be able to still extend plays and still be able to keep the drive going. So yeah, I have to agree with that other individual. I couldn't get their name, um, but I thought that was a great point. And you know what? I did like the fact that at least they're acknowledging that there is progression and growth with Tua. The narrative, well, he's so accurate, but you're not giving me like concrete stuff as to what he's doing overall in his game. And this to me is definitely something that if you look at since he started till now, he has grown, which is good, which is really good. That you see that particular progression with that. Let's see here. Now Greeny, Mike Green, we already know. He's a super Jets lover. How can you love the Jets like that, Lee? But hey, I get it. Fandom. You can't tell people who the fan. Good morning, Flavor Flav. Flavor J. Fins up. Miss Fins in chat. Yes, good morning. Hmm. Let's see here. And he actually, going back to the accuracy stuff, he said, Tua so accurate, I was wrong. He's actually playing at an elite level. So I guess his assertion on Tua, or is his evaluation on Tua, he has admitted that he was wrong. Well, you know what? Hey, first step is to admit it. But would I say that he's wrong or that Tua has helped change that perspective? You know, to me, yeah, it's pretty much, it was pretty much always up to Tua to change it. And finally, he's been able to do it. And that's one thing that, as you can see, it's changing some people's minds. Now, he did mention that the health concerns will always be there for Tua, unlike with Jalen Hurts, because Jalen Hurts hasn't had, these types of injuries that Tua has had. aka the hip injury, aka the concussions. So because of that, that will always be something that Tua will have over him, which is that health concern. But right now, if Tua continues to keep himself healthy, he's gonna be making some damage. He's gonna be making some damage. He's definitely gonna be making some damage. And yeah, I have to agree with that, man. And it's good to see that the mainstream media now is seeing that. And I'm happy about that because it shows that Tua's doing what he was supposed to do, which is to grow as a quarterback. And now he is allowing for others to see that growth and then to be able to evaluate him now as he stands today, which is what you want. Um, yeah, I love that. I love that. Aquavision says defense has to be ready for brotherly shove. I mean, it is what it is. So, yeah. Let's see here. Uh, Let's go on and go forth. Another thing that I've seen, because I kind of got most of the ones that I had here. Another thing that I've seen overall, especially for this game, and this comes from like multiple mainstream personalities, so I can't really pinpoint one, but it's more of the Dolphins haven't had to play anybody in a top five caliber so far in the season. Can the Dolphins get over that hump? And you know what? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, tomorrow, remember, we're doing our game preview, so that's why I'm not going to really get into the games, into tomorrow's game or anything like that, because then I'm not going to talk about tomorrow. But one thing that I am seeing across the league is the acknowledgement that the team right now, it is hot. This is a fast, hot team that it's going to be very difficult for defenses to be able to contain. If you don't get it from one way, you get it from another. If you don't, you know what I mean? It's different things that can happen. But yeah, the Miami Dolphins right now, the main consensus is that this is a high power offense and that this offense should be able to withstand whatever type of defenses gets thrown at them. Now, we did face obviously the Bills, which to me the score is not indicative of what really happened in the game. Although they did score, that's a hey, whatever, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But like at the end of the day, what when you have Miami doing these types of plays, and now you're seeing the plays being copied by other head coaches literally the next week or the week after. It's insane. It's crazy. So I have to agree with mainstream media right now. They're liking what they see in this offense. And there is no other offense faster than the Miami Dolphins. And they're acknowledging that. They are acknowledging that. And you know what? That's exciting, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna get excited. And then when you flip that over, and now you got Jalen Ramsey, even though not a lot of people are really mentioning it. Is the Dolphins defense gonna finally, get that boost that they needed? Is this the move that the Dolphins were waiting to be able to go ahead and solidify? Is this the player that Vic Fangio was waiting for? Or is it just not gonna take us a little bit more to kind of put everything together? I don't know. I do know mainstream media is, trying to what do you call it? Give us our flowers when it comes to the offense, not as much in the defense. Yeah, I mean, understandably, we did have given up a lot of yardage and points, but now maybe with having him back, that would be very interesting. That would be very interesting. How will it affect? Is he going to be able to recover and move forward when it comes to his health? Because you have to think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Do we want him for now? Do we want for the playoffs? Miami is slotted to get into the playoffs. Period. Whether by winning the division or by getting into the wild card. They are slotted to, they are one of those top teams so far within the first third of the season to, and are projected to make the playoffs. So having Ramsey out there for that, do you want him now, risk injury, or do you want him to take time to fully get himself healthy and maybe even come after the bye? A smooth game like the Raiders, where he's gonna be able to work his way into, you know, game ready. By then he'll have several weeks of practice, seeing how his body responds and things like that. And then having to go versus Waddle and Tyreek or even our running backs. All of that's gonna allow him to see, where his body is physically. He says he's very ready to go. But you want to also protect the players from themselves because they could absolutely put themselves in that position of getting, re-injured. So that's one thing that you'll have to deal with. But so far, the mainstream media, I would have to say they seem cautiously optimistic overall with the Dolphins. Meaning, yes, they want to give us props for A, B, and C, but they're not going 100% in just yet because they want to see how we respond to maybe perhaps a team that might be a little bit might might have to adjust and see if they can play versus a top five team. I mean, but are they wrong to be cautiously optimistic about the Dolphins? I don't know. Is mainstream media? Let me make that a poll. Let's see, kind of gauge what you guys are thinking here. Is mainstream media uh valid on being cautiously optimistic on the Dolphins? Man, I definitely did not write that right. Uh, yes or no? I really am curious what you guys gonna say. hmm It says, "Who thinks Philly has a fake tush push pass ready for someone?" I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, good morning, Carla. Welcome, welcome. Did I miss anybody else here? Wartime. How you doing, Wartime? Welcome, welcome. Stephen A said that Tua only throws 2 to 3 yards. Checked out to Tyreek. What games he watching? He actually tries to push the narrative that Tua can't throw downfield. Um, I think I'm not really gonna worry about what Stephen A is saying. I mean, I think Tua has proven enough, way too many times to show that he has thrown it deep. So it's not. I just look past that. It's not even. It's not even a thing anymore for me. Like, sure, okay, sure, sure. We're not gonna say that about Tyree and about Patrick Mahomes when he does it to Kelsey. For 5 yards or 8 yards, and then Kelsey takes it the rest of the way. But it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you're gonna have to deal with. That's what you're gonna have to deal with. Carlos says our defense is not good enough to go to the Super Bowl. Why not, Carla? Why is our defense not good enough to go to the Super Bowl? I'm curious to see what you say. They actually saying we a Super Bowl contending team, so I disagree. That's what Massachill says. Oh, so you, Massachill, you don't agree we're a Super Bowl contending team? You don't think, Massachill, that we're a Super Bowl contending team? I'm curious to know. I mean, remember, this is. Oh, oh, why can't I see it? Hold on. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Hold on 1 second, guys. For some reason, having some technical difficulties. Our leads in turnover. Mm, okay, Aquavision. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Oh, I can't gonna see that, but whatever. Let's see here. It's a shame that fans still don't think we are good enough. It's not a shame, Scotty. Fans are gonna fan. I mean, if they have some concerns, those are valid, 100% valid. Let's see here. Oh, I agree. We are a Super Bowl team. Oh, you're saying that mainstream media doesn't think that we're a Super Bowl team. My bad, man. Chill. I think the way that was written, I might have read it. So you do think that we are a Super Bowl team, but you're saying that mainstream media doesn't think we're a Super Bowl team. Okay, I can see that. Absolutely. Michelle says, can't say if we are until after Eagles and Chiefs game. Hey, and you know what? That's a valid point. A lot of people feel that way. How can you deal with the playoff caliber teams? In this case, Super Bowl caliber team, because we're literally going up against the Super Bowl champs and the Super Bowl runner ups. So I see that. If you guys don't think we have a contender, I don't know how you are still fans in general. Well, Scotty, everybody has their own measuring stick. I mean, that's I can't tell you what to measure or what to look at or what's important for you to see what you want to see out of this team. I can only tell you what I see, what they're doing, and then kind of let you guys, determine what it is that you want. This is literally the best roster since the last time we went to the Super Bowl. Um, Definitely one of the best for sure, Scotty. Absolutely. Carla says no front four monsters like Cleveland, no Super Bowl. And you know what, Carla? I got what you're saying. Listen, I'm a defensive girl. Defense does win Super Bowls. Period. 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 You know, when there's a difference when you're game planning for, your opposing team, knowing you have another game that you have to play. But when you get to the playoffs, guys, it's one and done. That's it. And 100% of what you're doing is for that one team because you don't know who you're gonna play next. If you get a chance to play next, so I totally understand when you're coming from, Carl. Was saying we don't have those four dogs, in our D line to be able to go ahead and perhaps contain like a quarterback that's mobile, like Patrick Mahomes, or even Jalen Ramsey, or so on and so forth. But those tests are coming up. We will be able to see what our team is able to produce, and that's what you want. These are the tests you're gonna see. It. Realistically speaking, guys, we have about. Take a look at the schedule real quick, cause we have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven more tough games that we have. Good morning, Dolphins State of Mind. Welcome, welcome. So we have about seven tough games coming up. Eagles, Chiefs, Jets twice, Titans, Cowboys, Ravens, and Buffalo. Sorry, 8 games, 8 more hard games. One good thing though, that in December, thank God, 5 of those games. I mean, out of those 5 games, 4 of them are at home, and we tend to play better at home. It's gonna be colder, and we're gonna be in not warm because I mean it's in the 60s right now if you're in South Florida. But it's gonna be manageable coldness. Now, granted, guys, I went to the game last year on Christmas Day. It was 40 degrees. It was raining, and holy smokes, probably one of the coldest days of my life. But yes, I'm a Floridian, so 40 is freezing. Like anything below, honestly, 70 is freezing for me. Uh, like that's yeah, that's one of the. No, I get it. I get it, people. Every time I say that, it's like, guys, I'm a Floridian. It's literally the Sunshine State. We don't do cold. Like, now it does get cold and it gets to the 30s here, depending on where you are. Like North Florida, Central and North Florida, it goes down to the 30s all the time, especially in the wintertime. I've been in 32-degree weather, 30-degree weather up north when I was a kid, and when we used to go to Orlando. Uh, 30s, even like almost like high 20s, because you'd hear all the orange groves and the farmers being really worried about their crops getting ruined because of the cold, and then they have to like waterproof it and kind of do like this whole process to protect the Florida life, people, to protect the crops, especially our oranges, because hey, Florida orange. Mm. So, but we have 8 tough games that we still have to play. The two toughest, in my opinion, are the two coming up before the bye, which is Eagles and Kansas City. Now, Kansas City, we're playing overseas. Good thing is we have a bye right afterwards. Good thing is we're playing New England prior to at home. So we take care of business with New England. Listen, losing to Philadelphia is not as bad as it would be losing to Kansas City. Why? Because Kansas City is a conference game. Okay. And it's a twofer for us. It's conference game, and because of that, it's a huge tie breaking position. Losing to Philly is just you just lost the game in the overall record. You see what I mean? But losing to Kansas City, that is like a no go. We have to win versus Kansas City because of how sitting it's going to be, especially if we're looking to be number one. Now, beating, I mean, I'm not trying to be like super homerish, guys, but I could totally see us going 8-1, beating Philly, beating New England, beating Kansas City in Germany. We go 8-1, or let's say 7-2 by the bye. We put ourselves in such a great position to be able to really make a run for that number one seed. Kansas City is the game. That's the focus. Well, we gotta focus on the next game we got. Period. They better not be overlooking nobody, especially Philadelphia. But I think the way we play Philadelphia, it's gonna help out so much in the way that we play Kansas City, because you already know you're playing a playoff caliber team, a Super Bowl caliber team. That's really gonna help. Really gonna help. Uh, Dolphins said, "Oh man, you had a question," and then I just, I was when you're doing a live show, guys, I can't always keep up with the chat, man. The chat's its own live, but I did see that you had a question. I highlighted it, and you said here, "Do you think the Dolphins make a move before the trade deadline that's coming up, or do we trust what we have to continually get better as the season progresses?" And to me, that is a phenomenal, phenomenal question. Oh, good morning, Finsanity. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, welcome. Ooh. Now, trade deadline, like I said, is gonna be October 31st, Halloween, by 4 p.m. Could the Dolphins make moves and things like that? Where could the Dolphins make the moves? What could the Dolphins bring? And Chase Young, ooh, wartime. You're trying to be real controversial, sir. That would be crazy. Holy smokes! If we got a Chase Young, oh, because if you think about it, I know a lot of people are, man, you threw a monkey wrench at me wartime. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Um, bringing a Chase Young, being that he's 24 years old. I know that he had some injuries, but man, that'd be crazy. Now, a lot of people I have heard the name Aaron Donald, being the D lineman. That'd be crazy. He's 32 years old, but that man acts like he's 15. Um, but this is the thing. And I've said this multiple times, ladies and gentlemen. This team is by committee. It don't even matter what it is. Running back by committee, wide receiver by committee. Hell, quarterback by committee at one point or another. Coaching by committee. You know what I mean? It don't even matter. Everything by committee. But I've always said, like, I trust the team that we have here, and I trust the coaches to do their jobs, because it's very easy to coach talent. Like, oh my God, this coach is so great. He's got the top 10 players in the entire league. Well, dang. If you can't coach those players, then I don't know if this is for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is for you. So having the luxury of having top talent like that, I mean, you should be able to do it. Um, having and Carlos said Aaron better than Wilkins. Aaron is, it's, I know, I can't argue with you, Carla. This man is Super Bowl champ, the defensive player of the year. Wasn't he back to back defensive player of the year, if I'm not mistaken? Like, yeah. And you know what? Finsanity agrees with you. We need to be able to create pressure with our front our front four essentially. And yeah, I get it. Right now, we've invested so much in in the offense. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about the O line, guys. You've seen what the team is doing, guys. Real quick, 2 seconds before I continue. We're so close. We need 10 more likes, guys. If you haven't hit the like button already, guys, please go ahead and hit that like button. Let's get the likes up. It lets everybody else know that we're here. I know sometimes I hear, Miss Fans, I didn't get the notification this morning. It happens, guys. But please go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. We're having a great conversation right now, obviously. So let's go ahead and continue, and I really appreciate it, guys. Let's go ahead and get 10 more likes just so we can go ahead and let everybody else know. And I appreciate all of you guys for that. Um, where we're talking about, we are trading Wilkins after the season. I don't know about that. Alkovic said Wilkins is our guy. He is, but does he fit? Fan stop requires a push up in the middle. Aaron would fix that. You're not wrong, Carla. You're not wrong. I don't hesitate in the slightest. Bring in Donald, no hesitation. But this is the thing, and I find it so interesting that we'll say here, no problem. Bring Aaron Donald, guys. Talent, hello. I mean, you're not gonna tell me otherwise. This man, his gym routine is I mean, he can pretty much lift a car at this point. I'm convinced. If he had to, he could. He could probably flip a car by himself with all them abs and muscles he has. Like, it's insane. It's crazy. But man, do we not think that the coaching staff can coach up our players that we currently have? Mm-hmm. Because remember, they have been coaching up our players. Our coaching staff, they've been doing their jobs. And they've been showing you that they can go ahead and coach up this certain positions, certain players. Now, I'm with you guys. We don't ask me why. I still don't understand how on earth. And maybe some guys are taking a back seat, but man, Raekwon Davis, dude, like, we've been solid when it comes to the run game, ladies and gentlemen. But man, like I'm expecting. Sorry, just needed to cool down a little bit. I'm expecting, for us to not just be a run stopping team. You know what I mean? Because at one point, if you take a look, it's funny. I was talking to Color last night offline, and if you take a look at it, the major outlier for us when it comes to the run game, the opposing run game, is that first game. But after that, this defense has actually tightened up, ladies and gentlemen. This defense has tightened up, especially with that run game. Hey, good morning, Lewis. Welcome. How you doing, buddy? We got G in the building. What's up, G? Welcome. Carolina had backups to the backups on O line. Oh, hey. What's up, Jose? Welcome. Good morning. Getting Chase Young is more realistic than Donald, so let's stop the fantasies and be honest with ourselves. Look, let them dream. Okay, Jose? They're fans. Let them dream. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. This defense slowly but surely it's making some progress, guys. It is. Now we're gonna be getting a couple guys back. I mean, honestly, and I don't care what people tell me. I need Nick Needham back in my life. And I mean, Ramsey's a given, guys. Like, hello. But I need Nick Needham back in my life, and you guys might not be, um, you guys might not be as high on Nick Needham as I may be, but you have to understand we've been able to have him, and he has developed, and he continues to be. Had it not been for his injury, to me, this defense would have been a little bit more far along. Where are you looking? I'm in Broward County. Broward County, Sahar. So, yeah, let's go 954, baby. 954. 954. South Florida. So, but, but yeah. So, but remember, guys, we still have to get rid of some players so we can allow the players that are in the IR. So, which players are we going to get rid of? How are we going to make these moves? I'm making a call to Tampa to see about Devin White, linebacker, if I'm Greer. Dude, Devin White would be. That would be good. We need solid. I mean, how many times have you heard me clamor for a middle linebacker or even just a better linebacking play? But to me, the our linebacking core, the problem is I don't go into specifics, Sahar. So, but if you don't know South Florida, all of Broward County is considered Fort Lauderdale. Actually, at one point, it was called Fort Lauderdale. All of Broward County. Um, but yeah, I don't go into specifics where. But I am in South Florida and Broward County. Go 954. Um, safety first, girl. Curious people out here. Man, I got fans, but there's some people that think things a little too extra. So safety first. Louis, good man. Thanks for yeah. White is definitely realistic. There are a lot of good. See, we want to shoot for the stars. There's nothing wrong with that. Hell, fucking get Aaron Donald. Jesus, that would instantly make our D line like the best. Period. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You're not gonna tell me Aaron Donald wouldn't instantly make your D line top five. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. He would single handedly make it. What do you call it? Make it top five in my opinion. That's how good he is, and would also elevate players around him too. But shoot, the la- I mean, are the Rams even a seller in the trade deadline? You see what I mean? Like some of these moves that fans want to me are excellent moves, but is he gonna be available? See, price gotta be right for good. Exactly. What's up, Jamaican? How you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Phins up to you too, man. That was my absolute attempt at sounding Jamaican. I don't know if I did good or not, but rate me. Let me know. Hit that like button, guys. We need 10 more likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm a huge fan of going after White, but I hear he's asking for 20 mil. Deuces then. Nobody's coming here for big money. I don't care who you are. Guys, you realize, I mean, we had so many. If we want somebody, I'm not saying that we can't pay. We can pay anybody. We can get anybody. There is nobody that we can't get in the league. I want people to understand that. We'd have to maneuver the cow out of the salary cap. I'm talking massive restructuring, but we can get anybody. Technically, any team can. The thing is that player gonna be here as a 1 year rental, or can we have him for this little like 2 3 year window that we got to make a legitimate shot at it? Listen, like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, forget next year. I'm not even talking about next year. Forget last year. Don't even matter. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dolphins could legitimately win a Super Bowl this year. And I'm not even trying to be a fan. I'm not even trying to be. I'm not even trying to be a fan. Look at how the AFC is right now. I'm only going by just strictly how is the AFC doing so far. And right now, the AFC, it's wide open. It is literally wide open. Like there is no team out here that is taking over, period. Not one team. Not one team. Not one team. Good morning, Bones. Welcome, welcome. Not one team. I mean, if you take a look at the conference right now, because this is very important, because this will also determine, are we going to actually be making the moves we're talking about? Oh my God. The Patriots are as bad as the Broncos? Oh, sorry, guys. I mean, I knew they were bad, but Jesus, I didn't think they were that bad. You know what I mean? I mean, holy smokes. Broncos have scored more than the Patriots. Ah, this is hilarious to me. Speaking of wide open, I'm pretty excited to see Chase Claypool. Hey, war time, man. It's a good one, man. It's a good one. Oh my God. Some people. You know what? I wish some people. Oh, let me not say it. I can't. I forget sometimes that I'm a content creator, and you know I have to watch out what I say because some people can't handle it. So never mind. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. This sucker's wide open. Kansas City and Miami are both 5-1. You got three teams at 4-2. Baltimore, Jags, Bills. You got two teams at 3-2 because they had to bye. Pittsburgh and Brown. That is your top seven teams in the league right now. If the playoffs started today, it would be Kansas City 1, Dolphins 2, Baltimore 3, Jaguars 4, Bills 5, Steelers 6, Cleveland 7. Now, granted, Miss Fins, that makes no sense. You gotta get the divisional winners of each division, blah blah blah. I get that, but what I'm saying is, if we were just to go by, how teams are doing, that's it. And then you've got one, two, three, four, five other teams that are 500. That's insane. Five of the teams that are 500 right now through a third of the league right now. You got the Colts, you got the Texans, Jets, Raiders, Bengals. All of them at 500. So you mean to tell me that out of the 16 teams in this conference, nine of them are 500 and better. But guess what? Hey, I love you too. Love you too, man. Always, always. Everybody's welcome here. Everybody's, as long as you keep it respectful, God. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. You know what I mean? Um. Oh, and I don't know what we're wishing you luck for, but good luck, sir. Thank you, Finsani. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, oh, you gotta go enjoy your lunch, dude. You'll be fine. but, but guys, the difference between the 500 team and then the top teams is 2 games. I said 2 games. The AFC is wide open after 6 weeks, wide open. This is a part what I felt like last year, where we had the opportunity to kind of like just punch, punch. the league, you know what I mean, and really like take take control, you know what I mean? Take control of the division, take control of the conference, take control of the league at that point. Um Hey, that coffee is really strong. I don't drink coffee, but everybody tells me that, AB. So be careful, sir. Uh, but yeah, like right now, minus the four super crappy teams, which I guess one of them, technically the Chargers, are the only one that I think realistically will turn things around. Texans, Patriots, Broncos are done. To me, eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. They are officially in the Caleb William and whatever May, Chris May or Matthew May, whatever the kid's name is, for that. Yeah, for the actual, runnings of a new quarterback in the top team. Yeah. Jose, see, why would you have to say that? I'm gonna talk about I want, okay? And if I want to talk about T Swizzle, I'm gonna talk about T Swizzle. Cause I love her, man. Okay. Uh, anyways, yeah, too much. Oh, Drake May. Thank you, Scotty. I appreciate. I know Caleb Williams, but May, I couldn't remember his first name, so I appreciate it, Scotty. Uh, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the AFC is open because the AFC is beating up on each other, which is perfect for us. That means we can go in, we take care of this, which is why, to me, us losing the Philly game is gonna suck major booty. And this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about the game because tomorrow we're gonna break down the game. But the most important game between these two is the Kansas City game because that one's strictly that's a twofer for us. That's a conference game. Conference game. But this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. We still need the Philly game because if we lose, you know who becomes number one in the division? Ugh. The Wings. The Wings become number one in the division. And I can't handle that no more. Swifty living rent free NFL fan says, yeah, seriously. I loved her before. I mean, before I came out as a Swifty, my life was good. Now I'm just getting like just bombarded with all these people trying to make fun of her. Like, stop. Jeez. Anywho, uh, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is for us to take. We're not losing a Philly game. I can't wait. Why can't it be Friday already so I can talk about this dang game, yo? Holy smokes, guys. I am so like ready to talk about this flipping game, but I gotta give you, I gotta stick to my schedule, guys. And you already know this. What's up, Joe Lovesque? You already know this. Fridays is game day. So I'm not game day, but game preview day. And I want you guys to be there, be engaged. In the meantime, though, what I need from you guys is we need to get this one to keep up pace in the AFC. Absolutely. Overall wins, we need it. We need it for that. But I need you guys to go ahead and help me to support those who support Miss Fans, guys. And do me a favor, go ahead and check out Chef Ju and Chef Ju's Catering and Sweet Treats. Looking for a great chef to cater your next birthday, business, or office party, etc. With mouth-watering cookies, cakes, pies, and more. Then go ahead and do me a favor and call Chef Jew at 786-804-8096. That's 786-804-8096. Or via Facebook Messenger or Instagram at Chef Jew, J-U, Catering for more information. And mention Miss Phins to get 10% off your catering order. He is active and he is live in the Tri-County area. So Broward County, Palm Beaches, and Miami. He is here. He might even be able to do Treasure Coast too. And if you're South Florida, you know exactly what counties I'm talking about. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, although the Kansas City game holds more weight, we still need this W. to keep up. So yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm ecstatic. The chef Jew delivered to New York. Nah, nah. Jose, yeah, no, no. Uh, let's see here. I don't think Philly is as good as their record shows. Dolphins said of mine, first of all, man, meeting you and your family again was awesome. Say hi to them for me. Um, Philly has no, no. You're not gonna get me into talk about this game. We're gonna talk about this game tomorrow. But I'll tell you this though. I will tell you this. We absolutely have what it takes to beat this team. Let me just say that. We wholeheartedly have what we need to beat this team. God, I can't wait till tomorrow. Cause you already know. You already know. You already know. Jose says my prediction Dolphins win 35-24. I didn't give you my score prediction last night on purpose because I want to see you guys tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's good. I gotta go to work now. Dolphins in the mind. Enjoy yourself, sir. We're gonna be cutting it here too, but at least I wanted to go ahead and kind of let you know that this is this is the moment. This is the time. Cause when we get Jalen and Jalen and Jalen and Jalen and Jalen and Jalen back, it'll be a crime. Oh God, I can't wait to see these three boys on the field, man. This is. I need you boys on the field. Do we trust Jason Sanders to make a game winner? Yes, I am. Girl, don't disrespect my kicker like that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, sir, ma'am? Sorry, I forgot. Like, I can't wait. That's gonna be amazing. Insanity. Can't wait to Achan, Achan, Achan is well easy. I can't even. I can't wait for running buddy to make it back too. Insanity now that he's restructured his contract. Yes, I trust Sanders. Not because of that. Jeez, Jose. But it might actually put a little less pressure on him, you know? I cringe every time. No, guys, he's golden, guys. You just gotta put out positive energy, man. Positive energy. I'm telling you, every time this kid, he just makes it. I'm telling you, he's money. I trust him. I trust him. I do. I do. We will win on Sunday, Miss Fans. We are all champions. Oh God, stop! Because I can't. I'm gonna totally nerd out into what that is gonna end up being. But I ask you guys: is mainstream media valid on being cautiously optimistic on the Dolphins? 68% of you guys said yes. 31%. 31% said no. And you know what? I gotta agree with the yeses, man. It makes sense, because the thing is, I think secretively, the media understands that when the Dolphins do good, the NFL does good. When the Dolphins does good, the NFL does good. But We keep dropping the ball and not stepping up to the plate and hitting that home run. So I get it. But nowadays, guys, things are changing. Things are happening. And because of that, oh yeah, I really wholeheartedly believe that we have what it takes to make it happen. And honestly, I can't wait till it does. I really can't. This is going to be so exciting. I'll tell you right now, I trust Sanders for Saturday. However long we need him to, I trust him. 55 yards, let's go. 50 yards, let's go. 60 yards, let's go. 22 and a half yards, let's go. I trust him for wherever. Anyways, guys, that is it for today, where we did a reaction to mainstream media versus the Miami Dolphins. Listen, the media's out there. I feel like they're like trying to give us props. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think this is gonna be very interesting. Us winning this game would be so huge, and it will validate so many people, not just the team. But again, if we lose, remember the main game is Kansas City. So yeah, Sanders ain't hitting no 50. Yes, he is. Massive chill. Anywho, guys, thank you so much for coming through today on our remix day. You know, today we do. Realize something. Oops. Well, figure it out. That's what I got to do. Anyways, thank you for coming through, guys. Tomorrow is, as always, the game preview. So come tomorrow, we will discuss in detail the game, giving you my point, my score prediction, telling you what I feel about the game. You might be a little bit surprised. You might not be able to handle. Might be a little too hot for you tomorrow, but it's okay. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow morning again. This is Miss Phins. Bye bye.